What have I been up to? On the weekend, I went to Global Game Jam 2019. I decided to just do a solo effort, create something really small as a nice little palate cleanser, break from the games that I make on the regular during the week. Because, yeah, if I was doing something big and complicated, something akin to what I do all day, every day, it wouldn't really be much of a weekend, right? So I took a pretty relaxed approach to it, and instead of creating something, like I said, instead of creating something big and complex, just created a tiny little Bitsy game, a little vignette of life in a coastal town and kind of going about your day-to-day business while the world is changing around you. First thing I did was I looked at the list of diversifiers and ended up hitting so many of them that when I submitted my game at the end of the jam, the website said, nope, pick any 4, limit yourself to 4. Those are the most diversifiers any human could possibly include into a single game, to which I laughed at the long list of diversifiers I actually ended up including. But yeah, it was a fun diversion. Created a broken little game, but yeah, I came back to the week, starting this week off feeling refreshed, even though I was still, doing game dev over the weekend. It was also really useful because I had been struggling with how to simplify the post-apocalyptic nuclear bunker survival game that I was working on last week, and saw someone else at the game jam working on a board game, and that just kind of clicked things into place. And I realized what I need to do is I need to work on systems that could be appropriate for a board game. So instead of counting, exactly how many calories of food everyone has generated, I'm going to simplify that to like a token system. So what I mean by that is, you generate X tokens of food, each token feeds 10 people, and that is sort of the foundation for that I'm going to build off of. Also simplifying random events to more like a card draw system, right? You draw a card off the chance pile kind of thing. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Going to try and get that finished by the end of the week and up on Monday. Just briefly going back to the Global Game Jam game. If you think Bitsy looks kind of interesting, there is a Bitsy Jam going on right now. It's just started and runs through to February 5th. So, yeah, if it looks like a cool little thing, it is a fairly low-key way to get into making tiny, cute little games. And there are some great tutorials. I will link in the description down below. Also been toying with the idea of recording myself playing some of the games that I'm going to play anyways, throwing a little commentary on those, and posting those up in a sort of 20-ish minute episodic format. So I've done a couple episodes of Kenshi. It's all gone perfectly smoothly. Oh, no, you need to run away. You need to run away. Oh my god. I'm probably going to pre-record a couple more of those and then start posting them sometime later this week or next week. See if there's some interest there. Going into becoming a solo indie dev, I knew that the toughest part for me personally was going to be figuring out how to market myself, how to get eyeballs on the work that I'm doing and the games that I will eventually, fingers crossed, be selling. So these videos, posting constantly to Twitter, that's all part of the plan, and trying to do, release content related to games with more established market presence or whatever, is also part of that. If people are unlikely to Google Ian McEachern games because right now very few people know who I am or what I'm doing. But people are much more likely to Google like Kenshi Let's Play, or if I do Crusader Kings or any of the other games which are sort of the inspiration for the games that I'm planning and hoping to make. If I record some videos of me playing those games and also have this content on the same YouTube channel pointing people to, hey, this guy is also making games kind of like these games that you maybe hopefully have been watching him play, then yeah, the hope is it can sort of help me build an audience and do all that sort of stuff, while also hopefully providing some entertainment for you out in the wild there. So, it's a bit of a give and a take. You get entertained, I get more people paying attention to me so that they will have any idea the games that I am creating actually exist. One last thing I wanted to mention is Escape from the Camp on Murderhaus Island has officially become more viewed than every other prototype I have released combined. So it is by far the most viewed, most downloaded game that I have created. Most of that seems to just be organic traffic coming through itch.io, which is pretty good, pretty exciting. It does suggest to me that maybe the horror genre is what I should be aiming for at the end of the day, but we'll see how the other prototypes I create perform. So yeah, so right now, like I said, working on the nuclear bunker prototype. Gonna adopt more of a board game model. That's sort of the goal for this week, is to have something finished-ish by Friday. And yeah, I think at this point I just need to say thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.